What's up, guys? This is the Big D coming to you from the Moochers. Alright, so we actually just went through a merger with Wargs, a fairly good war clan. Say fairly good, a very good war clan. And to help get everybody accustomed to this new merger, we've been doing FC tournaments. This is just something that we use so people get to know each other, get everybody on at the same time. Help us learn new straps as we kind of got stale or stagnant with the attack strats that we're using, and we needed to diversify a little bit. So I'm going to show you a how-to video on the Queen Walk into gobolo, or if you don't know what that is, golems, bowlers, and loons. Alright. So the army comp can vary. Typically, I bring 3 healers. Some people don't do queen walks without 4 healers. It's really up to you and how you want to focus on the raid. Alright, this base may not be a normal Laloon base, but with this strat, you can pretty much hit any base with it. Alright, so on this base, I would probably start around this side with my queen. Make sure to actually, when you drop her, to drop her a little bit towards this builder hut to go ahead and take it out as well. Alright, and your queen will lock onto this gold mine here. And when she does, you're going to want to place a whiz here to help take out this elixir pump and gold mine, just to help direct your queen to this air defense. Now, if you do everything correctly, the queen walk will start going counterclockwise. And when she gets to about this cannon point, you're going to want to drop your golem here. The idea with the golem is just to bust in where your queen's going to meet up with the golem. That way she'll go to the center with the healers. You don't want her to stray and go around and walk without your kill squad. Or else if there's an air troop whatsoever in the clan castle, it's just going to ruin your kill squad. Alright, so break in, make sure you place a couple whiz out here, just like normal for a funnel, just like you would funnel for any other raid. Alright. Let them go in. With this base, it's a little different. If you want to, you can use a jump, or you can bring 4 rage and actually rage through these walls. More than likely, it'll rage through pretty well, but there's also the chance that your king and golems can walk and come back out this way. So I would bring a jump and place it about here, and that'll open up the queen. You'll take out this air defense, this, and if you rage properly on this wizard tower, then you will take out this entire chunk of base. 50% of the base gone. Alright, and as far as the loons and lava hounds go, typically you want to bring 1 more lava hound than you'll have air defenses left to take out, because you'll drop 2 lava hounds. Say will come from this side. Drop a lava hound here and here. Here. Alright, followed by your loons placed in groups of 2. Tesla farm we wouldn't know was there, but we can pretty much anticipate it is. So we would drop our rage right here. Followed by our last hound here. And drop of 2 and 2 and a rage. Alright. When you're dropping loons, you want to make sure that you drop them in groups of 2. The only time you want to drop them in groups of 3 or 4 is if you know there's a Tesla farm, like in this area. And if you know it's there, then you want to drop them in 3 or 4s and rage through that farm. That way they'll drop it all. If you'd put 3 or 4 loons together, they'll actually take out 2 Teslas that are directly beside each other. So it just works out a little better. And as always, make sure you bring whiz to take out and for cleanup. Just to drop on your behind the first group of loons and 1 for behind the second group. And also, if you see these corner builder huts, they can be killers with an air raid. Make sure you lose a whiz and drop some archers on there before you even start your queen walk. There we go, guys. I'm going to show you some FCs we had. Now, not all of these are bases that you would normally use this strat on, but it's just to show that you can use this even if you're not comfortable with the base. I'll go down here just to the first one. Alright. This is one of my attacks on JWK, a great member of our clan. I start my queen walk up at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to want her to walk down clockwise. Another little hint for you and tip if you don't know, oh, there's my whiz to help funnel, is to poison the enemy healers or heroes. I see a lot of people that don't poison the enemy heroes and it just ruins their walk. So make sure you get those heroes poisoned. Speed up a little bit through these heroes. The reason I started from this point is it takes out the king, the queen, which the king's not you don't necessarily need to take it out in the walk, but it happened to be there. And also it took out the clan castle troops. That was a bit of a misdrop on my part by the rage. You can call it a fat finger. Alright, as you can see, if you saw that, I'm sorry it was a little bit fast, but I dropped my king and my bowlers as soon as these surrounding defenses went down. You don't want the inside of the base to be gutted by the queen before you drop your bowlers and king, or else they're going to trail to the outside. A jump there just to get them in. Probably not the best placement of the jump, but is what I had to do. Rage my king through the wall there. Most people wouldn't want to rage right there, but I wanted my king to tank for my queen on these point defenses, which he did perfect. And there you have it. Queen up whiz on the outside. And there's the first 3-star. I know I went through a little fast on the loon section of this raid, but I'll show you more on this next raid, on the how to use the loons. Alright. This raid, in my opinion, is probably one of the best air raids I've ever had. I'm just going to fast forward through the queen walk. I explained that in the last section. Poison the king. Get a couple funnel there to help direct your queen. Now, I let my queen get a little more on the low side than I probably needed to. Poison the CC. Raged her. Alright. If you notice the placement of my jump, it actually gets them into 2 different sections. The section with the queen and the second air defense that I wanted to take down. Now, with this strat, I was only planning on taking down 2 air defenses. Alright. Make sure you raid your king on the queen. As you can see, my kill squad takes out 50+% of the base before my loons even come down. Alright. So I placed a loon off here to the left on this archer tower while my golem is tanking for it, so it'll take it out. 1 loon on this mortar. You don't really need 2 loons for a mortar. It's going to take it down in pretty much 1 drop anyway. And then 2 loons for this archer tower and this wizard tower. If you notice the pathing for these loons, they're going to drop this wizard tower, and then these 2 are going to go straight for the archer tower. Air defense. These 2 will drop the wizard tower and then go for that mortar. Cannon. Be careful and watch your pathing on your loons so that your loons aren't going to path around the so they don't have too much lava hound. With a rage on it, and then I did the same on the backside with 2 loons in a rage. Had a couple wizard that I placed down here on the town hall and the storages. And there you have it. I don't think I lost maybe 1 or 2 loons in that entire raid, if that. Pretty successful raid, if I say so myself. Alright, and the last one I have to show you, let's see, is on a 2-star base, or an anti-2 base. Usually air raids are a little bit easier on NI2s, but on this one, It wouldn't be my first choice, but this goes pretty well. I double poison the Clan Castle there. I did that with bowlers because my queen was being targeted by 2 or 3 point defenses, and I just let her melt through those point defenses before before the Clan Castle troops got there. Other half of my kill squad, and I'm using what's called a split kill squad here. That's just separating them. Kill squad, king, golem, bowlers over here. And I actually timed this one out and just went for 1 air defense because I knew my queen was going to go for the second one. And dropped my loons in groups of 2 on these defenses on the outside. All of the interior expos, all that are actually set to ground, so I wasn't worried about them. And I used all of my spells on my queen and kill squad. There you have it. There are 3 raids. Be sure to go back and watch them on how to hit NI3s and an NI2 base. I'll probably do another video to elaborate a little more on this later on. If you like the video, be sure to... if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel.